Good Shabbos and happy Chanukah. The celebration of Chanukah draws our attention both inward and outward. The lighting of the menorah takes place inside the home, and yet should be visible to those outside. And this inside-outside balance captures the essence of what the miracle of Chanukah was all about. The victory of the Hashmonaim over the Seleucid Greek forces wasn't just a battle against a stronger invader from the outside. Many Jews from inside our people had succumbed to the pagan culture and abandoned much of their Jewish traditions. As the Maccabees began to succeed in their uprising, many Hellenized Jews began to regret their detachment from Torah and mitzvos and were inspired to return to Jewish life and join the fight. This is why we light the menorah inside our homes for the outside to see, because the miracle was one that delivered both a powerful message to the Greeks on the outside, as well as an inspiring message to Jews from within, inside. But what was it exactly that inspired Hellenized Jews to return? Perhaps they were inspired by the courage of a small band of believers to wage an impossibly futile resistance. Futile both militarily and culturally. Not only were the Seleucid Greek forces greater in number, better trained, and better armed, but pagan Greek culture had also come to dominate the known world, and its presence in Israel was overwhelming. Jewish morale was very low, with many Jews Hellenizing and adopting this pagan lifestyle and its values. The heroic determination of the Hashmonaim to stand up to these much larger forces and launch a war they couldn't possibly win on their own, and to succeed, was a clear sign to all of divine intervention, and that inspired even many Hellenized Jews. And the miracle of the oil was a recognition from Shamayim that even a small, determined effort can overcome expectations if it has the right values. Just as the Hashmonaim were small in number and skill, so too the oil that was found was a small quantity, only enough for one day. And just as Hashem enabled the Hashmonaim to accomplish far more than naturally expected, so too Hashem made the oil last far longer than naturally expected. This Chanukah is being celebrated inside, more so this year than any other in recent memory. Physical distancing behooves us to remain inside and not congregate outside as usual. But if we light our menorahs at the window for the outside to see, and recall the resilience and the courage of the Hashmonaim, their dependence on Hashem to overcome great odds, we can be inspired to overcome the greater challenges that surround us. Many of us are struggling this year, financially, emotionally, spiritually. And it's up to those of us who may be struggling less to see the inner, more personal struggles of our friends. At the same time, I hope and pray that the light of the menorah, the memory of what the Hashmonaim achieved, can inspire and strengthen those who are struggling to find some measure of light amidst the darkness. Good Shabbos and happy Chanukah.